Hello, very good morning students. Welcome you all for today's this video session. In this video session we are going to discuss about third chapter of English, a village schoolmaster. This is one poem which was composed by Oliver Goldsmith. Oliver Goldsmith, who was not only a poet but also a dramatist and great novelist. So let's begin with the brief introduction of this poem. First of all, this poem is all about a schoolmaster, a village schoolmaster, who is very much willing to impart his knowledge, his education to his students. Okay, so the poem begins with the brief description of the place, the house where the village schoolmaster runs his small school. How is this? This is a big house, a noisy house where he runs his school. This is noisy, but he managed to run his school in a very successful way. Okay, next few lines we will come to know about the opinion, the thought of students, children, what they think about their teacher. As per children, teacher is very kind, as well as he is also very strict, and he also crack jokes to make his students happy. But at the same time, when he get angry, no student having courage to face his teacher. In next few lines we'll come to know about the opinion of villagers about the schoolmaster. As per the villagers, schoolmaster is very knowledgeable person. He knows everything, and he want to express his words, convey his words on every topic. And the priest of the village also know that schoolmaster is very knowledgeable person, and only the priest in the village who can debate with the schoolmaster. Sometimes what happened, teacher lost the argument with priest, but then also he used his big words and thundering sound to continue his argument with the priest. Okay, now the last few lines where poem comes to an end. In other way we can say a sad end. How sad end? Because teacher, in the whole poem, teacher is very famous person. He know everything, everyone respect him, but as he passed away and village is no more in the existence, now the whole thing become the history. Now no one knows teacher, no one knows this village. So with this sad note, poems end. So let's start the poem. So let me begin the explanation of this poem. First of all, I'll read the few lines as you can see, and afterwards there are some words with meaning. We'll go through the meaning so we can understand this poem in an easy way. Let me read. Besides yon strangling fence that skirts the way, with blossomed firs unprofitable gay, there, in his noisy mansion, skilled to rule, the village master taught his little school. So this is the brief description of the place where schoolmaster runs his school. How is the description? Beside yon strangling means irregular. Fence means border. The skirts means move around, means border, move around. Where it's move around? The way means the road which leads to the school. What make border to the road? With blossom firs unprofitable gain. Blossom firs means the flower of yellow color, which is unprofitably gay. Means there is no use of that flower, but they are looking very happy. They are just creating very happiness scene and picture. There in his noisy mansion skill to rule, and there is one big house where teacher is skill to rule. Means because he's a teacher, it's very obvious that he is here to rule, because to maintain the discipline he has to rule. The village master taught in his little school, and in this big house he taught, he runs his school. Once again, let me clear you the words. Strangling means irregular, skirts means move around, blossom flowers, beautiful yellow flowers, unprofitable gay, useless brightness means flower is very uh, attractive, but they are useless. Now come to the next few lines. A man severe he was and stern to view. I knew him well, and every taunt knew. Well had the boarding tremblers learned to trace the day disaster in his morning face. Here, the narrator expressing, explaining how students think about their teacher. A man severe he was stern to view means the teacher is very much strict. He knew the teacher very well, and at the same time the all the taunt means the students who never come to school, or they just go away from the school without informing anyone, means the bad boys, the naughty boys, they know very well how his teacher is. And well had the boarding tremblers learned to trace. Boarding tremblers means the students who get punishment by the teacher, they know how to recognize the mood of his teacher by looking at his face in the morning. Sorry, as they see that his teacher is angry, they get these all things very easily by looking at the face of the school teacher. So here stern means strict, taunt means absentees, the naughty boys who went away from the school without informing anyone, and boarding tremblers, anxious shaking school children means who are in punishment. Okay, now come to the next few lines. Full well they laughed with counterfeited glee at all his jokes, for many a joke had he. Full well the busy whisper, circling round, conveyed the dismal tiding when he frowned. Here, teacher having some positive things also. He used to crack jokes for his students, and students laughed with a fake laugh. They expressed their happiness with fake. Counterfeited glee means fake laugh. They don't want to laugh, but to make his schoolmaster happy, they laughed on the jokes of schoolmaster. And afterwards they whisper, they talk to each other by making circle and conveyed the dismal tiding. Dismal tiding means the bad news that today teacher is not happy, he can punish you, so be careful. Like that, this type of talking they discuss with each other, they convey to each other by making the circles, as usually students do. So let me tell you the word meaning. Counterfeited glee means where the laugh is not true, the fake laugh. Dismal tidings, the bad news, the depressing news. Frown means angry. Now come to the next few lines. Yet he was kind, or if severe in aught, the love he bore to learning was in fault. The meaning of these lines are, apart from all that, he is also kind, but his kindness is not forever, because he loved to impart his education, his knowledge to his students in at any cost that make him bad in the opinion of students. Ought means, this is a one slash which is meaning anything but to make laborious efforts, because he wanted that all his students get knowledge and they should learn new things. Now come to the next. Now what villagers think about him. The village all declared how much he knew. 'Twas certain he could write and cipher too. Lands he could measure, terms and tide precise, and even the story ran that he could gauze. Villagers thinks that he knew very much. He can write, and at the same time he can decipher anything, decode anything. Apart from that, he can also measure the land and also forecast the tides and time. And apart from that, he can also do very complex calculation. This is the this whole lines expressing how villagers think about the schoolmaster. Cipher means to calculate or decode anything. Terms and tides precise means he could predict where boundaries should be and the date of the religious festival. Gauge means to measure more complex things. So here this line ends, and now come to the next few lines. Now here we will know about the lightness of debate or expressing his view on any topic of the schoolmaster. In arguing too, the person owned his skill, for even though vanquished, he could argue still, while words of learned length and thundering sound. Here we come to know that he loves argument very much, and the person means the priest of the village, he also admit that he is very much capable to express his words and do argument, do debate on any topic. And sometimes what happened, when he lost his point, when he lost the debate, then also he used learned length and thundering sounds, means big words and loud sound, to make villagers realize that he is only the winner, he know everything, and no one can defeat him. Person means priest, vanquished means get defeated, words of learned length means long words. Okay, now come to the next. Now here, how villagers react when he do debate with person. Amazed the gazing rustics ragged around, and still the gaze, still wonder grew, that one small head could carry all he knew. As villagers saw how efficiently he is arguing with person, they look to him continuously, and they are the working class rural people. Rustic rest around means, rustic rest means the working class people, laborers. Villagers are not literate, they are illiterate, they are laborers. But when they see that schoolmaster is arguing and using big words and shouting like anything, they think that he knew everything, he is only the knowledgeable person and no one can could defeat him, and they look to him in a continuous gaze means to look to anyone without any break. Okay, now the last line, two lines of this poem, which is having very sad note that let me read first. But past is all his fame, the very spot where many a time he triumphed is forgot. The meaning is that as per the children, as per the villagers, as per the person, teacher is very knowledgeable person. No one can defeat him. His fame is everywhere in the village, but once village existence came to an end and the schoolmaster is not there, now nobody's know about the fame of his teacher. Now his all his fame, all his knowledge, all his image become the past, become the history. So this is only the summary and the extract of this poem. The fame means reputation, triumph means to get victory over anything, means this is only the very spot, this is only the place where many times he uh, won the situation, he won the debate, uh, he imparted his education, but now this is only the place where his fame is no more, because he's not here and the village is not here. So this is only the poem, the village schoolmaster. I hope this whole explanation is going to help you out. Just go through all these things, learn the words, whatever written words with meaning, and go through this video uh, 2 3 times. You will get know, and definitely it is going to help you out. Thanks for watching.